We are just about ready to drop into Dillon's Beach, Lawson's Landing, and Tomales Bay, which is right there behind us, and Point Reyes. Got the point way out there. We're up on, I don't know if they call them the Elephant Rocks, but growing up we always called these the Elephant Rocks out here. So it's kind of a cool little spot to stop right before we drop down into Dillon's. But it's a great view. It's not too windy either. It's really nice.
Oh. We're sitting have one of her weights up. And where will we?
Wait, actually, hold on. With the way that our site is, which way do you want to be?
Ow!
Which way do you want to go in at it at?
Hold on, let me try and fit through here first.
Yeah, you should have looked at this.
Where are we going? Site 21.
So, we're here facing this way, so we can either take this right and go in, which is going to put us facing the wrong way, betcha. So you're going to want to take the second right, yeah?
No, I want to go in this way because we're on the dune side. We want the door facing the dune.
Okay, so you're going
We got the whole Bodega Bay out here north of us. We got like Dorian Beach, Bodega Dunes, Salmon Creek. South of us, I've never really camped south of us other than on Point Reyes. We've hiked all that. So growing up as a kid, we used to actually hike over Point Reyes and go abalone, and then here in Tomales Bay, we'd go crabbing and clamming out in the clam beds. So we grew up doing that like every year. And then in the 90s, we started jet skiing all of this with my buddy Mark, and we would jet ski off of Point Reyes. We'd come out here in the winter when the surf was big, hit the surf, ride the surf. We'd go up, launch out of Dillon and ride up to Salmon Creek and ride. Awesome surf riding. But they closed it all down to jet skis. They made it a sanctuary and ran us all out of here. So fortunately, we can't jet ski out here anymore. But so that's why we go to Pismo to do our ride now. So we just come out here to camp. Didn't bring any toys, just the kids. Staying here at Lawson's Landing. They've changed Lawson's Landing a ton from back when I used to go. Now it's all like divided out into RV sections. It used to be kind of first come, first serve. And actually the best spot is completely blocked off. It's not even available for camping in, and I'll show you it right here. It was like the prime spot. It was on like a little curve, and it was just a nice little cul-de-sac that you could put a big group in. But we're gonna go through the campground and kind of show you guys some good spots, because when we got here, the spot that we had was not very good. So we ended up going to a different spot with the RV, a little bit more private. I mean, we still got campers on each side of us. But the spot that we got, the spot that we were gonna have, we had campers like front, back, side, all around us. So we'll do a little kind of overview of the campsites, a little review of kind of the best spots. There's some spots that are great for group camps. There's a couple secluded spots that I think are gonna be like the prime spots. If you can get them, if you're just by yourselves, they're gonna be the best spots. But I don't believe it's clam season or crab season, so we're gonna check it out. I mean, if we can do some crabbing, that'd be awesome with the boys, rent some crab nets and show them what it's all about. If not, I'd like to come back here and do that with them.
Sure. That was one thing Cameron was really looking forward to, was going crabbing.
Yeah, when we used to do that growing up, I mean, we come out here clamming, crabbing, abalone, and then just have the best clam chowder. You know, I mean, it doesn't get any fresher than that. You're catching it yourself. Crabs and abalone. And that's what we did every summer. Our family and a couple other families that came out with us. So it's good to be out here. The weather is beautiful. There's like no wind, and just kind of hanging out on the beach. What'd you get? Is it a hermit crab? Is he alive?
He is.
Yeah.
He's faking us out though right now. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh!
Get taken out by the dogs.
Jeez!
River. Yeah, get it, hurry up! Get it!
Got it!
I know. So we're out here just doing a little bike ride through Lawson's Landing, checking it all out. It's changed so much with where you can camp and where you can't camp. They've got it all designated off now. Growing up, it was first come, first serve, you know. Got the old West kind of thing. But yeah, it's unfortunate because there used to be a lot more spots to camp, and they've taken away so much of it. They've also, you know, roped off the dunes to where you could pretty much only enter the dunes at certain spots. We used to camp. We used to set up tents in the dunes, like dig out little tent spots, and it's a lot of fun, but it's definitely changed. Now this spot right over here, this was like the prime spot. This was I remember camping here as a kid so many times. It's right here at the bend, so the road kind of turns right there. You got this big flat open area. That was like the premier spot. That and the next spot, both of them just nice and secluded. But as you can see, they've marked them off, and they're not available anymore. It's too bad. It's unfortunate because that was a great spot. Now, if I ever come back, these are the spots we're gonna get. These are the nice. If we're not in a group, this is the spot we're gonna get. Nice and secluded, kind of to yourself. You got the dunes right there. The kids can play on the dunes, slide down the dunes. I think these are the prime spots. Yeah, we're out at the pier here at Lawson's Landing, and the pier is closed down because I guess it doesn't meet state regulations. So I guess it doesn't meet state regulations, so they've got it closed down. So I think they are doing like a fundraiser for it to try and get it back up and going, but so you can't fish off of it or crab off of it or anything. It's kind of unfortunate. Hopefully they raise some money to get the pier back open. Lawson's does have a nice little general store, of course, that they got, you know, just kind of the bare necessities: candy, ice cream, right? A few other things too. Here's another prime spot closed off. Area closed. This was a cool little spot, kind of tucked away, surrounded by dunes, and right across from the dunes to the beach. But getting closed off. Even this area right here, I mean, you could camp in. And right down there, so many spots that we used to camp. No longer. Well, what do you think? How was that bike ride?
Good.
We just rode the bikes up to Coastal Kitchen General Store up here above Dillon's Beach. Waiting for Mommy and Corbin, huh?
They're right there.
A little bit of a hill. Ah, here they come. So we're just kind of hanging out. Look at the view. Dillon's Beach behind us. Go check out the general store. See if they got the clams again. They used to always have the clams inside. When I was a kid, they'd have them in like these tanks. It's really cool. So we're gonna see if they have them.
Marky said they're like that big.
Yeah, they're huge, huh?
Yeah.
Get some ice cream. Which one are you gonna get?
Oh, they have these.
You can eat it out there. What? Yeah.
I would share that whole container. No, come on.
So, well, we just went through the general store here above Dillon's Beach. Got some ice cream for the boys. What do you think?
Good.
It's organic.
Everything in there was organic.
Everything in that store was organic. So, a little disappointed. Got in there and they don't have the big gooey duck clams that they used to have in the tanks, which as a kid I always remember seeing. So they're under new ownership as of about a year ago. It's 2019. So in 2018 took over new ownership. And it's kind of a little organic hipster.
It's cute in there.
It's cute in there,
You did a
but
good job.
looks good in there, but it's a little organic hipster joint. So it is what it is. I told him just to build some tanks and go out to the clam beds and get some more gooey ducks, because as a kid that's what I always remember. And but they don't, so hopefully they do, because if enough people say that that's a big memory of theirs, maybe they will. But anyways, Can enjoy some ice cream overlooking Dillon's
Gluten-free.
Beach. Gluten-free.
Almond milk, dairy-free, I too.
Wait, is ours too?
Uh-huh. I don't think the kids is gluten-free, but ours
Yeah,
is.
theirs was gluten-free.
Oh, well.
All of it's gluten-free.
That's good.
It's like, what's the purpose?
Not bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Almond bites. They're good. Not bad.
I need the real thing.
Mom, there's a spider web right
But I don't have the first one you found. Good.
Mom, where's the find
We used to camp all along these dunes, and I mean, we'd build our tents up in the dunes. Now it's all came in and gotten regulated and marked off, and
You know, I feel like
all
those-
the bushes and dune grass is all overgrown. Barely even get through them. It's just,
I mean, some of the spots where there are designated now, the grass is so tall and there's only one trail, so the sand's just getting compacted down and
yeah.
you can barely get
it's
through. I don't know.
Another one of our favorite spots getting ruined by environmentalists.